I have to tell you, frankly, I'm very disappointed. The way this idea arose was that, in fact, it was people in Azerbaijan originally who suggested to me that the damage done to cultural heritage, which is, after all, not simply the Azerbaijani cultural heritage, this is a European cultural heritage, it is my heritage as much as it is your heritage. And the damage which has been done as a result of the conflicts and wars that have taken place in this region is very serious, I was told. And I was asked if I would help by sending an expert mission to assess the damage, not to be involved in politics. In fact, there were two initiatives. One was in the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, where again, I think it was the Azerbaijan delegation which asked the Parliamentary Assembly to send a mission, and unfortunately that has not taken place. But as far as my own initiative was concerned, I was very willing to help with this because I thought it was a useful contribution that as Secretary General I could make to be in a very impartial and objective way to look at what needs to be done in order to restore the heritage, as we have done in the Balkans. What is not known is we have a tremendous achievement in one of the most controversial and contentious places in the Balkans, Kosovo, where the Council of Europe has been quietly working with both Albanians and Serbs in order to restore the cultural and religious heritage in that part of Europe. So, bringing that expertise, I was very happy to help Azerbaijan and Armenia with this problem. Unfortunately, I've had to suspend the mission because objections were raised in both countries, so it could no longer be an independent, impartial, objective mission of experts. So I've suspended it now. I only learned that the Minister for Culture of Armenia had decided not to attend this conference. I only learned about that when I arrived, I think, last night. I'm sorry about that. I'm sad. I was pleased that Armenia had been invited to participate in the conference, and I regret that they're not going to come. I think, as I said just a few minutes ago, we need more dialogue. We need more dialogue between Armenia and Azerbaijan than we have had in the past. Not only dialogue between presidents, which is very important, of course, dialogue, discussions, negotiations, whatever you want to call it. We also need much more dialogue in order to have better understanding between the peoples of Armenia and Azerbaijan. So, not to come to this event, I think it's a pity. I think it's a loss for Armenia as well as for Azerbaijan and for everybody else. There's a seat at the table. Unfortunately, they're not going to join us at the table. Well, that's their decision. They're a sovereign country. They take their own decisions. But the rest of us can express our regret that they've taken that and deprive themselves of the opportunity to talk with us.